And there you go. You see, he don't mind using other people's copyrights, does he? As long as you don't copy him, eh? And his bullshit. So let's listen to his bullshit as we normally do and have a laugh at his expense.
About a few serious topics, but we're also going to have a laugh. What I'm going to be on about tonight is there's a lot that frustrates me.
There's a lot that frustrates me as well, Mr. No Sense, and you're one of them. With the bullshit you come out with time and time again. Drool out this here. Drool out that here. Just drool. Drool. You know, Mr. No Sense, that's all you come out with.
There's probably a lot that you guys don't know.
There's a lot of stuff these guys don't know about you, isn't there? Because you're all over the bloody internet in researcher. We only have to put in John 6 Sense in Google and it comes up about you, everything you've done, eh? You just can't escape it, Mr. No Sense, I'm sorry to say. You're just Google famous. You know, that's the only thing famous about you, mate, is you put your name in Google and we know everything about you.
Probably we're going to let you know what we have to contend with on a daily basis, and also the paranormal community, what kind of state what's going on. So there has been some changes, which we can...
Changes again? Hey, how many changes has he made, eh? I just can't believe it's how many changes he's made.
Talk about later. I had some news about my general health. It has really gone downhill. And I'm literally struggling, to be honest with you.
What, climbing through windows? Breaking into abandoned buildings? Taking boards off windows? Eh? Are you struggling with that? Eh?
On a lot of stuff. For instance, I've got a certain part of my brain that's being affected at the moment. And the guys will tell you, because behind the scenes, I'm not able to kind of manage like long at being out long. So
you gotta fucking fool me, Mr. No Sense, you always at. Eh? The only times you're not at is when you've been caught for doing something and you want to keep a low profile. Eh? Like when you slag people off and people criticise you. Eh? Like the Multimity Club, remember that one? Eh? Where you tried to keep a low profile. And as for your illness, didn't you say that in 2012 and 2013? The bit where you had your heart attack, eh? Oh, I had an heart attack. Well, it wasn't an heart attack. Well, I had an heart attack. Well, it wasn't an heart attack, was it? Eh? You've got some form of illness, I'll grant you that. It's called lying to your followers. That cannot be cured. Eh? Because you're always doing it, aren't you? Lie after lie after lie. Eh?
I'll look fine, and I'll look like I'm managing, and then something will happen and bang, you don't see me for a few days.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Multimity Club where they outed you out. You know, that you wasn't a close protection officer. And people with logic, that when you said, I've read for Prince Harry, I've read for Katie Price, I've read for this, I've read for them, eh? The only thing you've read, mate, is a bedtime story to your kids.
But
Oh, sorry. He left them, didn't he? He left his kids and was it his cousin, eh? Was he doing a bit of inbred? He was shagging his cousin, wasn't he? So, like, you don't mind doing stuff like that, keeping it in the family, do you, Mr. No Sense? But you slag everybody else off, don't you? You call people paedophiles, eh? Don't you? And then, like, you're doing the inbred stuff. Oh, you're one Mr. No Sense, you are, aren't you?
I had to go on a massive dose of steroids. It's called apprentice alone on. But
Right, did you hear that? Apprentice alone. So, a load of people are going to do a Google search of that now, aren't they? And they're going to realise that it's not for this side of the brain. It's an anti-deflammant, eh? So, it's going to get a bit of stick for that one.
Because of this, and because of all the things that we're going to talk about tonight, it's really badly affected my mental health. But
I think the only person that affects your mental health is you and your frigging lies. Eh? Because every time you get caught up in a lie, you go and disappear for a bit. I'm not very well, because you got caught up in one of your lies. Somebody's added to lie, and then you disappear for a bit. Is that the bit where you're side of the edge and you're suffering?
I'm not doing this for sympathy or anything.
You could have fooled me.
Like that. Now tonight, I'm going to be putting some stuff out there. I'm going to be putting a few things out there.
Oh yeah? You're going to write to Lindsay, aren't you? Out of Gobs of Britain. Oh, Lindsay, it was only in jest. Eh? So you write to me, it was only in jest. Lying again.
I'm not doing this for drama or views because I'm being very calm and everything else. But to be honest with you guys, the paranormal community at the moment, there ain't one.
Well, actually, there is one. But they don't want no to do with you, do they? They don't want no to do with you. There's a paranormal community, but they don't want anything to do with you.
It's the fucking... Yeah, but it is. It's like the latest trend now by a certain person, people, is applying filters, getting your tits out, and talking shit about people.
Now, is he talking about Lindsay Steers there? Hey? Is he talking... He don't like name personal, does he? But he's just got personal there. You know, he's talking about Lindsay Steers, gets the tits out and puts filters on.
But the problem is, it's the extremes it's going to now, because it's turning into paranormal bullying.
Okay. Well, you're right there, Mr. No Sense. Bullying Lindsay for saying getting your tits out. Well, you can't get yours out, can you? You can't get your... Well, you can get your flabby out. Come on, ladies. Come and have a look at my flabbies, eh? I've got lovely flabs. Hey, why don't you do that, John? And yeah, I'll put your face through a filter.
Okay. And unfortunately, we've been...
And shut that fucking wife of yours up as well. God, don't she go on. And what made me laugh at this video is he named his wife Dumbass. Right? And then he named his not contestants, his other teams, Dumber and Dumber and Dum Dum. It just shows you he's got no respect for his team or his wife, has he? Because he thinks him his wife, well, we all think she's a fucking dumbass, don't we? I don't care, do I? I don't care. If I want to shout, I'll shout. God. She's more annoying than a fucking barking dog.
Subjected to a lot of it, and it's not just by the paranormal team. Obviously, I'm going to go into it in further detail in a bit. Obviously, we've been targeted by certain individuals. You're face to face with me, and my fist ends up in your mouth.
Now, this is the type of thing where this bloke can't understand. If he's going to say things like that about somebody, then they're going to come back at him, aren't they? And when they do, he doesn't like it, and he calls it bullying. This is how thick and stupid this moronic fool is. Just listen to what he has to say.
there's one guy who is just so obsessed. And I was going to go into details in a bit about this, but there's one guy who's so obsessed. And this guy really needs putting in a mental institution. He is.
So now he's talking about this guy. This guy's got to go at him like a ton of bricks, eh? Because I'm going at him for a ton of bricks, eh? So John, you're so stupid and thick. You know, I don't think you wasn't too bright at school, was you? Eh? You wasn't the brightest kid in school, was you? Eh? And how comes you're always trying to downgrade people? Listen to what you've got to say.
Not white. And he's got obsession to a level where it's dangerous. You could probably go to his house and he'd have photos of him. He's probably got someone walking in his house and he's probably sat there bloody masturbating whilst watching a video of it. Do you know what I mean?
Like, you're just showing us how you think. And to a psychologist, they'll be ringing you. There'll be a queue of psychologists at your fucking door, mate. Eh? The way you think. He sat there and he'd be masturbating. Nobody be masturbating over you. Even your own fucking dick hides from you. Don't it? Well, you can't bend over and find it, can you? Bit like me, really. But you say these things so people come back at you, like me, coming back at you for saying such horrible and nasty, like, things. You know, and you can't understand it. But like I say, I'm not surprised because you didn't go to school, did you? Because you couldn't have been the brightest pea in the pod.
Thank you, Miss Potter. And ever since this guy's took a hatred for him.
Well, I'm not surprised. I've took an hatred to you. Eh?
And I'm not going to say anything personal about it.
I'm not going to say anything personal about these people. No, you're not, are you? Thick as fuck, aren't you?
They do go personal. I'm just giving facts, and I'm not going to go personal or give any facts.
Well, I'm giving them the facts. I'm giving them facts about you and your lies and your made-up stories. Eh? God, the BBC would have loved you on Jack and Ori. Eh? It's a pity they got rid of that show. They could have employed you.
Information, because that's not where I'm going to go. You'll know that I didn't say one personal thing about Lindsay or the Paranormal Uncovered. I said dead people.
Yeah, I bet you do. So there we go, look. And at the end he says, you notice I didn't say anything personal about Lindsay. I don't get me tits out and use filters. Now, is that personal? Eh? So this bloke is an absolute gobshite. Eh? I just can't believe him. What an utter prick. So on that note, if you like my rant, because it won't be up long, because like he'll copyright strike me for what you could. So get your comments in quickly before he takes the video down, because he won't like it. He won't like people knowing stuff about him. So have a good day and thank you for watching.